I actually suffered from severe depression, and during this time I was struggling with quite a few different things, and I remember looking in the mirror and honestly thinking to myself that I hated everything about me, everything I saw looking back at me, and I wanted to disappear. And during this time I almost lost sight of everything, and I did start to lose sight of the most important things because I became so self-aware and so self-centered. And I lost sight of people, I lost sight of my passions, and I finally woke up to the fact that I was incredibly unhappy and that I wanted to change. I didn't want to live this way anymore. And the reason I share this with you is not for a pity party or to sound preachy at all, but the reason I share it is because I 100% believe that we each have the power within us and to become the kind of people we want to be. And whether that means reaching for your goals and chasing your dreams, or whether it means actually looking inward and trying to change the way you think or the way that you live your life, I 100% believe that we can change and become what we want.
And I say this because the same way I practiced scales and I practiced arpeggios on my violin, the same way I rehearsed to learn my dance routines, I practiced training my brain to be positive because I wanted to think differently. I didn't want to hate myself. A lot of my music, I think, stems from this because I really am a very different person than I was several years ago, and I still
do a lot of these same positive thinking exercises to practice training my brain the way I want it to be. And but I'm so much happier, and so a lot of my music has these themes written into them, and my verses are kind of a little more somber and a little searching, but I always want the choruses to rise to these very victorious sounding statements of the kind of person or the kind of feelings that I want to have in my life. And so this next song is an example of that, and it was specifically written about overcoming, not just getting past a trial, but overcoming something and becoming better in spite of it. That's why I called it Transcendence.